What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Type Help. In the last episode, we discovered that there are acts. There are 4 distinct acts of this story, with assumedly more corpses than just the one. We found out a lot of stuff, especially how to kind of categorize a lot of our thoughts here, including an entire note page and a bunch of other things. So yeah, we're really going to just kind of work with what we got. We found out that Rupert is in the chapel, but we don't know what number Rupert is, so that makes things a little bit tough. And I don't necessarily know if this is true. I don't think that's true either. Okay. All right, so what we said in the last one was maybe we try to find out where people are, because what the game had told us is that everybody that's in the house is accounted for in each of these sections. So that said, theoretically, we should be able to do something like this, which is 2 entrance, and then, 1 entrance, and then 6, 7, 10? No. Unless I just typed that wrong. Hold on. No. Okay, so there's someone else, or there isn't everybody in there. Maybe it's just entrance. Oop, hold on. 0, 1, entrance, 6, 10. No. Okay. Okay, we did the kitchen. Oh, did we skip the kitchen for scene 4? We did, I think, because we don't have a person, right? So hold on. So, after the pot of bottles, a second guest arrived in the kitchen. After he left, Mr. Masiko arrived, so he's tending to the inebriated guest. Around the time the bottle smashed, a second guest arrived in the kitchen. Okay, so I wonder if it's 04 kitchen. 411. No. Okay, how about 911? Whoops. Nope. Interesting. Okay. So we're missing a kitchen one, and as we've seen from some of the other pieces, we can... Oh, look. That's funny. Look, that's one right here. 26 EN1, entrance 1. There's a loud thud and then silence. The audio keeps going, though, for an upsettingly long time. Nonetheless, nothing more of interest can be heard. There are no more footsteps, no more whispers, no more dramatic weather events, just a quiet wind. When you've finished looking over everything, let me know what you think. Edit. Looking back at all the back at all the deaths, it's clear that there's one that doesn't quite fit the pattern. Why? My theory was correct. I've added one more scene that should complete the chain of events. Oh, where does that fit in? At the end. Okay, so we go up to about 26. If not to 26. That's good to know. Okay, I have to assume that also we have people in the living room that weren't there before. So 4, 5, 8, 9. Oh, 4, 5, 8, 9? No. 6, 7. So someone else was in the living room, or less than. Oh, that's tough. It's tough to figure out how to do that. And then, Eddie, could you follow me to the billiard room, please? I'd like a private word. So then let's go with this is 3, so this is 04, billiard room, 6, 9. There we go. I didn't want to make a scene of it, Eddie, but I also don't expect you to lose track of my daughter and act so callous about it. Where is she? I don't know. She ran off somewhere. A bottle smashes somewhere else in the house. It's the same bottle that could be heard in most of the other 4 scenes. That's not good enough. Is she all right? She's fine. We were in here earlier, and she just had a little bit too much to drink. Okay, so note 9 is 10's parent. Okay. My daughter's not a drunkard. What did you say to her? I didn't. We just had a small argument. I think she was upset I've been busy trying to be a host, which really isn't my fault. So you're asking why she took it so badly, then you'll have to ask her yourself. Take some responsibility for once. If she's upset, then it's up to you to go and try to make it up to her. Why haven't you found her yet? Obviously, I would have gone and looked for her, but I got distracted by that weird man turning up at the door and... Edmund Galley, I didn't buy you an engagement ring for you to forget about my daughter. What is it? What are you looking for? It's nothing. We lost the ring, but I know it's in here somewhere. Excuse me? I have it under control. She lost it just as there was a knock at the front door, and I haven't had a chance to look for it yet. You better find it then, hadn't you? And then you'll tell her you're sorry and this will never happen again. Do you understand me? Yes, Mrs. Dower. Good. Don't ruin a perfectly happy engagement, Eddie. Okay, so she's Mrs. Dower, which means... Who is left? Helen? So I believe that then name 9 Helen Dower. Oh, 4 or 5. Oh, not 4 or 5. It would be 4 or 9. Whoops. Okay, hold on. So. Oh. Oh, this is my... Oh, cool. If you do it off of the page, it does this. That's awesome. Okay, great. Cool. And now let's go back to notes. And we could take Helen off. And Tony is then 4. So name 4, Tony. Nice. Excellent. Don't ruin a perfectly happy engagement, Eddie. No one seems to leave here. I wonder, where do we see 6 or 9 again? No, we don't. So I wonder, because it's not listed that they leave... Okay, no. So someone else must enter or exit that room. Maybe 05, billiard room 6. Nope. Okay. Cool. Yeah, and then this one is technically cluing that 07 ED 10 is alone. Yep. There's some gentle snoring. At one point, there's a thunderclap outside, but it doesn't seem to wake her. A short while later, there's a distinctive knock on the door. Come in. This may be a good time to remind you that if you haven't realized yet, you could type list X to see the scenes in Act X. See 00 act structure for more details. Okay. I've divided the chronology into 4 acts, which cover the time codes 1 to 6, 7 to 13, 14 to 20, and 21 to 26, respectively. To quickly switch between acts, you could type List 2, for example. Personally, I've named them as follows. Act 1, Ignorance. Act 2, Confusion. Act 3, Terror. Act 4, The Reckoning. To change the name of an act, type Act 1 something. Cool. Okay. Act 1, Ignorance. Act 2, Confusion. Act 3, Terror. Let's capitalize that. And then Act 4, The Reckoning. Cool. Okay, got it. So, where was that last one? That was in 7? There's some gentle snoring. At one point, there's a thunderclap outside, but it doesn't seem to wake her. A short while later, there's a distinctive knock on the door. Come in. So we don't know who's coming in the door. You can faintly hear the voices upstairs. Well, This is a thunderclap, followed immediately by sound of dishes shattering on the floor. Okay, so... Title 07 thunderclap. Yeah, okay. Cool. We are making progress. Okay, so really I think we should just follow John. John is the protagonist. For lack of a better word, John is the protagonist. Let's try to follow John's story more completely as we go through this. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So Harry goes off to the kitchen. Is John then left alone in the study? 07 study 1. No. How about 07 study... Oh, sorry. Chapel 1. No. Okay. It's dreadful. Poor Mr. Galley. Yeah, it doesn't give us any context as to where John goes next. 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 2. Okay, I should go. I'll tell your brother you're here. Will you be all right on your own until then? Again, I can't hear her reply. Okay. It's tough because there's not a definitive cutoff for if anybody leaving or entering the room, so it actually makes things really tough. So one person comes into the room. Maybe we just follow that. So 8 ED, how about... It's probably her brother, right? Or her... Sorry, not her brother. Let's do 8. How about... Who could have come in? How about 7? No. How about 9? No. Alright, I don't want to keep guessing. There's quite a lot of noise and walking around. You could faintly hear the voices from upstairs. Right. And I don't have any... I don't have any new messages or anything like that. No, right? Okay. Let's quickly save. Damn, I don't know what to do here. Let's see. So if they're coming to the billiards room from the living room, right? That makes sense. Theoretically, we want to try to figure out who is in the living room before them. So John isn't there. Neither is 6 or 7 or 10. There's only so many options. So I really want to figure out who is in the living room beforehand. So this is 8, 9, and this did not work, correct? Cool. So that didn't work, so let's try 2. Okay, let's try the same thing with 3. Okay, let's try the same thing, but now 2 and 3. Okay. So one of them wasn't there at all. Does it give us context as to someone? 4 more people entered the living room. So 1, 6, 7. Who else is entering the room? There you are. Is Eve with you? No, we brought someone else, though. Well, hello. I'm dreadfully sorry. Is there someone to bring... Who is this man? He's brought a bottle of wine with him. Well, I hope you weren't counting on our hospitality. Well, my name's Sean Hobbs. This is Victoria, Helen, Tony, Eddie, and Damien. Have anything planned, Martha? I don't think she'll be coming anytime soon. So, yeah, so... Nine's daughter is Eddie's partner. Does anyone know where Annie is? This is weird. 4 more people enter the living room, but I only have the codes for 1, 6, and 7. Because theoretically, 4, 5, 8, and 9 should all be in the room, right? Oh, that's weird. What the fuck? Note, O3 living room scene has 4 people enter. Who is the 4th? Okay. It says I could get something from this one. They're trying to find the ring. So maybe 6 and 10 alone. Let's try 01 entrance 610. No. How about 01 billiards 610? Aha! Got it. Cool. There's a quiet sound of a piano playing in another room. The conversation starts halfway through. You'd actually listen to me for once. What's that supposed to mean? I was looking forward to tonight. I thought maybe, since my whole family were coming, maybe you'd actually make an effort to pretend like you care about me in front of other people for once. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have told them it was your birthday too, and I would have bought a cake. There's a thunderclap outside. Darling, I'm sorry. Come back through to the living room. What? So you can make another joke about me and then ignore me for the rest of the evening? I'm not ignoring you, Eve. We just have other guests. Do you think I want to be talking to your damn brother all evening about his sad life? He told me he joined the army for fun. I mean, come on. Leave Tony out of this. Okay, so Tony is her brother. Got it. He's had problems, and that's not why I'm angry with you. Eve, I'm sorry. Eve. Okay, great. So, we learned a lot here. This is perfect. So, 10 is Eve Dower. And name 4 is Tony, probably Tony Dower. Join the army for fun. Okay, and note Tony is in the army. Great. Cool. Leave Tony out of this, he's had problems, and that's not why I'm angry with you. Eve, I'm sorry. Tell me what I've done. Oh, come on, Eve. Go easy with the whiskey. Why? So I can look more dignified in front of your guests? We're all just trying to have a nice time. Don't ruin it for everyone. Oh, I'm sure you'd love to have a nice time with that posh girl. Please, I've told you, I don't want to talk about... I've seen the way you look at her. It's not fair to bring her here and pretend like I don't exist. You don't get to tell me who I invite to my own house. We're supposed to be engaged, Eddie. At least be honest with me and admit it. We used to have feelings for her. It's never enough with you, is it? I give you a ring, and all it does is make you more jealous than you were before. I don't know why I bother. I can't do this. Something bounces off the wall, and she leaves. Oh, it's the ring. Okay. Eve, that's not what I mean. God damn it. Where did it go? She'll kill me. There's a knock at the front door. Got it. Okay. Eve, that's not what I meant. So the ring is in the billiard room somewhere. So note, the ring is in the billiard room somewhere. Okay, so that's the first scene. Does that mean that who else is in 01 entrance 7? No. Where is Vic here? No. Maybe she's in the living room? 01 living room 4, 5, 6. No, not 6. 7, 8, 9? No. And then what was this whole thing about? Does anybody know where Annie is? She said she didn't want to come. I don't see why we all need to be here anyway. Sorry, who are you? So Vic doesn't know who Tony is. And then what was this whole thing about this one? I want my brother. I think I saw him earlier. I'll tell him to find you. Don't let anyone else hear in the meantime, okay? There are strangers in the house. I recognize his knock. Right, okay, so we could get... It's Tony probably here. Vic told me about you. What did she say nice things about me? Of course. She said very lucky to have you. I don't know why she's with you. So Vic and Damien are together. That's for sure. I don't fully understand the different, or like, what's the relationship between Vic and Eve totally yet, if anything. Okay, so that now Tony is probably coming in to see her here. So let's talk with 08, Edmund's room. This is going to be 4 and 10. Got it. Tony, Eve, where the hell have you been? I was asleep. I could tell. Listen, something weird is going on. Oh, did someone die? Were you involved? Tony, just tell me what happened. Ooh, that's weird. Why did she guess that? I need you to hold on to something for me, Eva. Don't tell anyone else about it. Where did you get it? It looks really valuable, Tony. Look, I'll explain the rest later. It's just a stranger turned up earlier, and I think he's looking for this. So just hide it, okay? Tony, you didn't steal it, did you? I'll explain later. He's currently talking to Eddie in the kitchen, so I should have a bit of time. You mean Oswald? I told you about him, didn't I? Funny mustache, dresses like it's the 1700s. Oh, he's talking about... She's saying, oh, what stranger, and she's guessing Oswald. Okay. No, this is someone else. He said his name was John Hobbs, but I think Oswald is up to something too. He and Annie were talking in the attic while the rest of us had gathered in the living room, and now Annie's trying to... I'll explain later. Wait, who's Annie? She went to your school, remember? I think she got into a fight with one of the boys one time. It doesn't matter. Just hide it, will you? Okay, fine, but promise me you'll stay out of trouble. I'll be back in a moment. I just need to grab something important, but I won't be long. Don't let any strangers in. The door slammed shut behind him. He never returned to this room. Okay, note, Tony never comes back to ED. Okay. Okay, so... There's a lot here. Okay, so first of all, John Hobbs is in the kitchen. He's currently talking to Eddie in the kitchen, so I should have a bit of time. So we're talking about 8, kitchen, 1, 6. Got it. Oh, bloody hell, what a mess. I should warn you, I'm not great with these sorts of things. Help me move it outside. Oh, there's another body. Something heavy is moved. It's a short while before they talk again. Do you know who he was? He had the key to the pantry on him, so I'd imagine he was the one that cooked us our dinner. You're not familiar with your own staff? It's never really concerned me. I think Bartha deals with these sorts of things. You mean your mom? Listen to me. We're going to explain what you're doing here, who this Rupert Galley is, and why we've just found a second body. I swear, I've told you everything. As far as I know, I've been invited here for some unknown reason by a man that died before I could ask him why. How did you know Rupert Galley? Why was he here? I have no idea. I don't know who he was. Then how did you recognize him? I just knew it was him. I don't know what game you're playing, but if this involves any one of my guests here tonight, then you need to tell me. One member of staff has already been caught up in it. Do you think the deaths were related? I thought maybe the thunder gave him a fright. They both seem quite old. Do you take me as a fool? 2 strangers in my house and one of them dies? I could tell something's going on here. I just need your assurance that it won't affect everyone else. How could I have something to do with this? I was there at the dining room table with everyone else. If someone is behind this, then it's someone already in the house. If they brought me here for a reason, then I could be in danger. Calm down. There were 2 people missing from dinner. One of them, well, she's out of the picture. Well, the other one, Oswald, I'll admit I don't know much about him. Who is he? Well, I don't know who my father is. I've never really spoken to Mom about it or given it much thought, but Oswald has always been there in the background as my uncle. Not that he's been to this house for a very long time. That perhaps he knows something about Rupert Galley. That's the best lead we have at the moment. He must have waited for all of us to leave before he eats. I'm sure you could find him in the dining room. Thanks. Don't you want to talk to him too? No, I have something else to take care of. Person 6 waits for person 1 to leave. Then there's the sound of something being poured. Then person 6 leaves. Whoa, okay. Another one with a lot of information. Okay, so we're starting to bleed into Act 2, which is good. What happened in the kitchen before? You faintly hear the voices from upstairs. Well, I never. He's really dead. Oh, okay. So he died. Yeah, so Harry dies here. He's commenting on Rupert's death. Then he gets hit or something and dies. Got it. Okay, so we're going to title 07 Harry dies / Thunderclap. And then title 08 found Harry's body. Okay. So Tony is really suspicious here because he's coming. He knows who's coming to the kitchen. I think Oswald's up to something too. So we don't know Oswald's. He and Annie were talking in the attic while the rest of us had gathered in the living room. I was there at the dining room table with everyone else. So dining room is our 07. So everyone else. There are 2 people missing from dinner. One of them, well, she's out of the picture. The other one, Oswald, I'll admit I don't know much about him. So theoretically then, it's dining room. It's going to be either 2 through everything else. So it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, if it's not that, then that means Oswald is 2. Oh, that doesn't work? Shit. How about 4, 5, 6? Oh, wait. I gotta add 1. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that would be correct. Now I just have to add either a 2 or a 3. There we go. Got it. Please come in and take a seat. Dinner will be up in a moment. It wasn't him that you saw, was it? Oh, no, well, I didn't catch a good look. Does it matter where we sit? Some more people enter. Ah, Damien, you wouldn't help me with the dishes from the dumbwaiter, would you? Still no sign of my daughter. I believe she's asleep, Miss Dower. Careful, it's hot. You have to remind me of your name, I'm afraid. John Hobbs. I hope you don't mind me eating with you. I very much appreciate. Eddie, I told Mr. Hobbs he could eat with us. And sorry about earlier. Are we good? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so name 2 Annie. So what's up with you two? Could you pass me the wine, please, Eddie? Of course. How are you liking the house, Miss Dower? I hope this evening hasn't been too chaotic for you. You know that very well how my evening's been, Eddie, but I hope we could put all this chaos behind us. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I beg your pardon? I don't seem to understand why you're joining us this evening. Ah, well, to tell you the truth, there's been an interesting development. Mr. Hobbs, let's keep the discussion at the dinner table civil, shall we? I'm interested in what the gentleman has to say. Oh, it's nothing, really. I don't want to be the one that have to announce the news, but I think it needs saying. Someone was found to have passed away peacefully in the study earlier. It's no one that any of you would know, and it's being dealt with discreetly. Well, not anymore, it isn't. Mum, who was it? Oh my God, I think I saw him earlier. Wait, it can't be Oswald. I saw him a moment ago. It wasn't Oswald. Whoever this man was, I didn't recognize him. Gosh, that's awful. She didn't recognize him? Right, because she was there. Why didn't you say? Someone in the house is found dead shortly after a complete stranger turns up at the door. I can assure you, Helen, I've been with John since he arrived, and he has nothing to do with this, and I'd prefer it if he didn't attempt to implicate our guests. Wait, how did he get in? I don't understand what he was doing here. I happen to have discovered the man was found dead, and the man that invited me here are one and the same, a Mr. Rupert Galley. Now, that's as much as Who the hell is Rupert Galley? There's a loud thunderclap, followed by a crash of plates from the kitchen below. The room falls silent. I'll go and have a look. Well, as I was saying, come with me. We need to have a talk. I really ought to go and find Oswald. His dinner is going cold. The 3 of them leave. So Martha goes off, and the 2 of them go off. Tony? I need to go and get something. Oh, and your sister asked for you. She's in Eddie's room. Tony, please. Annie, it's fine. It's under control. He leaves as well. The rest stay on for the next scene. This is getting long enough already, so I'm splitting it here. Got it. All right, and I think that's where I'm going to split it too. We're in an interesting spot. I think we're finally starting to... We know all our characters basically now. In fact, I could probably name 3 Oswald and get away with it. But yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I'm going to continue with the next episode with this next piece of the dining room puzzle. And we'll go from there. Thank you so much for watching. This series is really weird. There's no music, no anything, but it's so engaging and so interesting. I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying this series. It's a very different one, I think, compared to some of the other more like polished, like full-on packages, right? But I'm as engaging all the same. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes, and we'll see you in the next episode.